Hello everyone and welcome to my next reaction to The Last of Us. So, I have a feeling we're going to deal with the fallout of the last episode. Obviously with Joel, but also just everything else that happened as well. I am curious, though, going into this episode, if we're going to pick up right where we left off and dig into those fresh wounds, or if there's going to be a time jump, which I normally wouldn't expect, from episode 2 to 3 of a season. However, I feel like there is a possibility that there could be a little bit of a time jump to sort of showcase the characters a little later on in the process of grief and rebuilding and all of that. So I'm quite curious as to what I'm about to watch. All right, let's get into it. Okay, this is right where we left off. Oh.
Give Sarah my love.
Oh. I mean, so many people didn't make it. But damn it, Tommy, you gotta get me crying already. Oh. Oh, Ellie.
It's okay. Are you in pain?
She's probably still in shock too of everything. Oh, okay. Just this Bella face. Don't. I hate that. Okay. All right. Oh! We do have a time jump. Okay, they served us a little bit of both.
Look at that.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Today's the day.
So can I just...
Almost. I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I knew it.
How are you
Hey.
doing?
Fine.
If you say it that fast, it kind of implies you're not.
Okay, ask me again.
How are you doing, Ellie?
Give me a moment. It's really complicated because, feelings.
Okay. But I was actually wondering about New Year's Eve. You two got into it at the dance. Was that the last time you spoke to him?
No.
When I got home, he was on the porch, and I should have talked to him. But I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, of course. But your final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
It
Oh.
shouldn't. He said, I saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's not wronging someone.
No idea what he meant. I don't feel wronged. Man, I wish I could have let him off the hook for whatever it was he was talking about. I guess I'll have to let myself off the hook for that.
Well, you really are doing good.
Oh, wow, Ellie.
Everyone were as healthy as you. What would I do for weed and booze?
I wouldn't worry, Gail. There's still a lot of fucked up people in this town.
But not you, though.
Definitely you, though. And that's okay. But definitely you, though. Oh, wow. I feel like this might be tough. Oh. Before the garage life.
Ellie? Yeah, I'm coming.
Whew. Okay. You know, she feels so lost, and I don't think she would admit that to anyone, but she does.
They made me talk to Gail.
Oh.
Well, sure.
I never said. I should have said thank you for all this time she came to visit.
Ah, that's okay. You would have done the same for me.
Yeah, maybe not as often.
Yeah, no, probably not. I made you cookies.
Oh? Just 'cause?
No. This is a peace offering. Because I'm about to make you angry. I told you I didn't learn anything useful. That wasn't true. I know most of their names. And I know where they're from.
You cost us time. You let them get away.
Oh, goodness.
First of all, this town was wreckage and funerals for weeks. Nobody was going to go after anyone. And then it occurred to me, if you want to find someone, and the only thing you know about them is where they're going to end up, maybe let them get there.
Sure.
I loved him too, you know.
Oh, wow.
The dark-haired guy was Manny. The other guy was Owen.
The girl with the dark hair and the bald one of them's named Nora. I'm not sure which. The girl with the braid?
Abby.
Abby.
I saw a patch on a backpack. Yellow triangle, wolf's head, and the letters WLF. The Washington Liberation Front. Out of Seattle.
WLF.
Okay.
Fucking morons.
But seeing as how no one's ever mentioned them since, I'm guessing small enough for us to handle.
Didn't Abby also say in the last episode that Seattle's, not so hot right now? A little warning was there or something? It's possible Dina was unconscious during that part. I'm just saying that I feel like she said something like that.
I gotta think about this.
Think about what? Let's fucking get these guys.
Ellie, it ain't that simple. The town is still recovering. So
Yeah.
We get where you're coming
No,
from.
we don't get where you're coming from. I don't get where you're coming from. If it had been you, Joel would be halfway to Seattle before the sun came up.
He'd be halfway to Seattle to save my life. But when we lost people, no. We'd just break him like it was his fault. I saw that time and time again, and don't talk to me like I didn't know him. He was my brother.
Okay. Okay.
But if we're gonna put a posse together, we gotta do it right. Which means taking it to Maria.
And be
Yes,
smart.
It's fucking necessary. She's gonna want a council meeting, open it up to the town. Everyone who wants to get heard gets heard.
But you'll back us, right?
Of course I will.
Oh.
Buried our dead 10 miles south of town. If you want to visit them.
Oh.
When we're on our way to Seattle.
Okay. I'm sure that'll be a tough scene whenever we get to it. Hello. Who are you?
Well,
No one following, all clear. Keep moving.
good. Once we get resettled,
Scars.
it's you to whistle. I told you the reason we're going.
I know, but why can't she just keep us safe?
The prophet? She's been dead 10 years, Constance. I wouldn't count on her to help.
Ezra said the prophet is eternal.
Well, she is in a way. Follow her words, we obey her teachings, we keep ourselves safe.
Then can I have a hammer?
All right. Tell me, you feel safer?
Yes.
Good. Understand what we're giving you now. Keep you far, far safer than a hammer. Distance.
From home.
From war.
Oh.
Take cover!
They did all look very concerned all of a sudden.
Demons?
Wolves.
Oh. Oh.
Good, but rotate more.
Oh, we're gonna get into some
On the right
shit.
side. Just the right side.
That's what's gonna
That side
happen.
hurts more.
There it is. Okay, done for the day.
So what'd you think?
Well, for someone who sat on their ass for 3 months, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah?
Push-ups?
Yeah, crunches when they weren't working. Heard you're on the council now.
Yep.
So you know about the meeting coming up. Can I count on you?
Can't discuss upcoming votes.
Seriously, it's me.
I know.
You were there.
I know that too. Gotta go.
Oh boy.
Ellie, the council won't make up their mind until we hear people speak. So here's a little advice. Organize your thoughts, write them down, and then read them out loud tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because I'm stupid.
Because you're angry, Ellie. And no one's gonna vote for angry.
That is fair advice.
I said that Joel meant so much to so many of us, but he wasn't the only one. I lost my sister that day. A lot of people in here buried family. You're saying 16 of our best? Well, while they're gone, who's gonna be on the wall if raiders come? A wall that's barely mended. None of you up there can promise us that all 16 will come back. So my heart is with you, Tommy and Ellie. We are too hurt, and it is too soon.
People came and killed Joel, so why wouldn't we want to take our vengeance? Well, because we're not supposed to. Forgive and be forgiven.
I had a feeling the meeting was
No
gonna go
grudges.
this way
No revenge.
for the most
And
part.
I'm not even a Christian.
But
I've
we'll
always
see.
seen the wisdom in that. That's what separates us from the raiders and the murderers. Our capacity for mercy. Those sons of bitches don't deserve our mercy.
Oh,
Well, of course they don't deserve it. That's what makes it mercy. Well, to hell with that. To hell with you for saying it, Carlisle.
Sit down.
No.
You're not on the list.
No! What the hell are we all talking about here? Boo-hoo, it's not fair. What, we gotta forgive everybody when they show up and piss in our eye? They came into our house. My God, somebody shoots your brother. You wanna take the locks off your doors? Grow up!
oh,
They'll come back because we didn't make them pay. And when they come back, they'll be laughing. And you'll all deserve it. Bunch of goddamn victims.
holy fuck. Okay.
I normally don't write things down because I normally don't think before I talk, which has gotten me in trouble before. A lot. It's cost me in ways that sometimes couldn't be undone. But I can't afford that right now because I know what I'm asking is a lot. I'm asking us to risk more people and resources and at the worst possible time. And I want everyone to know. It's not because I want revenge. It's not. It's not about revenge. What I want is what you used to give people. I want justice. Because it's either that or we do nothing. That's what everyone else out there is going to do for us. Nothing. A whole world of people who won't lift a finger if something bad happens to me or you. We have a word for these people. They're called strangers. Well, I don't think that we're strangers to each other. And I want to know that I can count on you. And I swear, if someone hurts any of you or the people you love, you can count on me. That's what holds all this together. Not potluck dinners or New Year's Eve dances. Definitely not a wall, because that thing got busted through. But Jackson is still here. I'll accept whatever the council decides. But I am asking you.
Will you?
Please. Do what it takes to see that justice is done. Not for me. Not even for Joel. I am asking you. Please. Do it for us.
Oh my word. Oh my word. That was very well said. Okay. I still don't know how this is
The
going to
council
go.
will now vote.
Yes. No. 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 The vote is 8-3. The proposal is rejected.
Oh. I have a feeling Ellie's going to go anyway, regardless of what she said in her speech. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I know you were a fan.
Hell yeah. I had Tiger season tickets. This actually isn't that far
Diva,
off
I
from
love
the
her.
Squad.
I spotted you in the crowd at the meeting today. Now I thought to myself, she's probably been extra busy these last few weeks.
Brutal. And I'm supposed to see a shrink myself, you know, to process it all. I'm the only one here.
So what do you do then?
Oh, well, I'm an alcoholic. And I smoke as much weed as I can. You know, complete fucking disaster. But you're not here because you're worried about me.
I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course not. She's a liar.
Well, there's a difference between lying and being a liar.
Oh, I know. And that one? Liar.
Oh.
There's maybe one person she told the truth to, and he's... We can agree to disagree about that.
I just don't want her to go down the same paths that Joel did.
Whew.
Coming up with justifications and such.
You may not want it.
Was lashing out.
So you think she might have learned that behavior from him? Turns out nurture can only do this much. The rest is nature. If she's on a path, it's not one that Joel put her on. Yeah. No, I think they were walking side by side from the very start. Tommy, I get it. You inherited her, and you want to keep her out of trouble. Take it from a psychotherapist of 40 years. Some people just can't be saved.
Ooh. Ooh. Well, I don't know about that in relation to Ellie. But I do think she's going to do what she's going to do regardless at this moment in time.
Who is it?
Tina.
Hey. I'm just going to bed.
No, I don't think that is where you're going.
Oh! Called out.
Please don't try and talk me out of this.
Oh, you think that's why I'm here? What's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
All
route?
right.
Northwest?
And is that all guns, or do you have medical supplies in there?
Very
Well,
simple
Better
plan.
not land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path northwest. Stay clear of cities or settlements. First stage is through the National Forest. Once we're out, we'll follow the Snake River Canyon, then break off through the Snoqualmie Pass.
Snoqualmie?
Handguns, what are you bringing? Is that Joel's? That's what you're gonna kill him.
Fucking right.
And save it for that. Slow and kicks like hell. Really? Shoot your damn ass off?
I've heard that before.
Well,
Aww.
plus 50 as long as it's
Oh,
scoped.
Joel.
Love the Converse. Respect your consistency, but you're not crossing open country in fucking chucks.
I've done it before.
No chucks. Questions.
Yeah, one. How the fuck are we gonna get all of this?
I know, guy.
Oh no, don't tell me you told Jesse, please.
Captain Wyoming? I love the man, but he's a little uptight about rules and shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could have just asked.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Oh.
Now you do.
Oh. Oh, I really like them. Oh. I mean, he was passionate at the meeting.
Trade. It's better. Trade. Janine's night watch at the stables. She's sympathetic to our cause.
Our cause?
You're the one that gave the us speech, not me. Saddlebags are filled with stuff I had squirreled away. 2 weeks worth of hardtack, bandages, alcohol, meds, batteries. I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
I'm sure it was friendly.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Coffee beans? Come on. Oh.
Let me see a new topic.
More silence.
Got one. First person you kill.
Jesus, really?
Oh, wow. All right. That's a shift.
Well, the first
That's a
one she
shift in the
fucked up, but I can tell you the
conversation.
second one. It was a little before Joel and I got to Jackson. In Kansas City, he got jumped by this kid, maybe just a couple years older than me. And I came up behind him, raised my gun, and, yeah.
Sorry, Ellie. Let me know if you see any outcroppings with spots with cover.
Why? Looks okay.
Oh.
Holy shit, that
And there it is.
How the fuck? Well, good night.
Alright. Okay, but I have a stupid question. It's about New Year's Eve and, you know, the kid.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure, let's get into that.
Whatever, you were super high.
And you were drunk.
Right, so it doesn't mean anything, if that's what you're asking.
No, I know that. My question is, how would you rate it?
Oh.
Scale of 1 to 10.
No. You've kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Want to know if I'm any good at it.
I mean, it looked magical.
6.
Fuck you, 6.
That's not bad.
That sucks.
Well, you asked, and I told you. I'm sorry. You can go back to Jesse.
I already did.
Well, there you have it.
Oh my. Oh my. Well, there it is. Okay.
Does it ever strike you as sad?
Jesse? Yeah. Has he ever told you why?
No. I think deep inside that's just how he is.
Oh.
At least I hope that's why.
Why would you hope that?
Well, because if it's not that, then it's me.
Oof. They really have
Good night.
quite a range of conversation topics on this journey.
It wasn't that high. What's that symbol?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna get into some shit. Haven't played the games,
A lot of different
but I know
colors.
that.
I don't think this was Fedra. Nina!
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Just
Yeah, go look at the thing that made me throw up. Sorry. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. She's still holding the hammer.
Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, it's never happened before. I think it was a smell.
It wasn't easy to look at either. If this was fucking them, if Abby and her crew did this to people, to kids,
Let's go. It's quiet.
yeah, too quiet.
Curtis or Viper?
Both in all 4 movies.
9 more miles.
9 more.
You know, I obviously feel very nervous about this, but I also know that, like, nothing's going to be stopping Ellie at this moment in time. So it's like I kind of just have to accept that this is where the story is heading, regardless.
Wow. Fucking Seattle. Pretty.
Plus, no one's shooting at us.
Not yet.
Because there aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Curtis or Viper?
What? No. That was just me. I was trying to sound like a badass.
You don't need to try.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're moving up to the fob. All clear between checkpoint 3 and 5?
Told me to watch 6 and 8. I want fucking 3 and 5.
Just give me a fucking second. Jesus. You're all good? You can move up.
Excuse me? Okay. This is great. Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay. Well, I just got a whole lot more nervous, so that's fun. So you know what I find really interesting? Obviously, the last episode was incredibly shocking, especially to somebody who has not played the games. This episode, to me, was almost the opposite of that. Not terribly shocking. And that's not to say it wasn't well done, or I didn't enjoy it, or it wasn't good, or anything like that. It just was what I expected from this episode. I expected a slower, heavier episode dealing with the fallout of everything with this insanely sort of somber tone. And that's kind of what we got. You know, I found the council meeting really interesting for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I kind of understood where probably almost everyone was coming from, whether they were leaning on the side of going to Seattle, or sending people to Seattle, or, you know, if they were voting no. You know, I do think that Seth, is his name Seth? I think he made a point. One of the points being, if you take one of our people, beat them to death, like horrifically kill them, and there are no consequences for that, what does that really say? Right? That is a point. And I actually really quite loved Ellie's speech. Regardless if she was a liar or not during that speech, but I really liked it. I was on board. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go, you know? But at the same time, I'm not faulting anybody who's like, we're barely hanging on. And you all know in the last episode, I really praised the community for how they handled that shitstorm that came their way, right? But even with how prepared they were, they did really, to put it bluntly, they still got fucked. They still lost a ton of people. They're still rebuilding. They're still, and you know, sometimes just looking at it logistically, if there's no resources, that is also a point, right? So just the whole council meeting in general, I was sort of like, I don't really know where this is going to go. I feel like everybody has valid points. But the other thing is, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, it does in the sense of if they voted yes, Ellie would have a bigger group and more support and all of that, right? But she was going to go regardless. And I knew that. I had a feeling that that's where, you know, this story is headed. And, you know, I'm quite nervous about certain aspects of it, surely, especially with that ending and kind of the other stuff that went on in this episode. But, you know, it was really interesting because I feel like normally watching a scene like that, I would be like, if I was in that community, how would I vote or whatever? But really, I just had this reaction of like, honestly, I'm not sure it really matters because she's gonna go. Ellie's gonna do what she's gonna do, what she's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hope that Ellie, there's two sides of the coin here. One, I am happy that Dina is with her. Okay? There's also this kind of shared bonding of grief going on as well that I think is kind of beautiful and everything like that. Obviously, you know, I do believe that Dina did also care for Joel, even if she's not as deeply affected as Ellie is. I think that's still a thing. And I think that Dina being there might help rein Ellie in at times. However, I think it's kind of evident in this episode from the perspective of someone who hasn't played the games, but it's evident in this episode that they're going to get into some shit. I'm not entirely sure what kind of shit, but shit they will step in. And it does make me nervous. Because as much as everything I said is absolutely true, I am very glad that Dina is there. If she dies on this quest, I don't know. I don't know. And given that this is The Last of Us, I'm going to say that the likelihood of that could be, it's there. You know? I think the show has greatly established that it is not afraid to kill characters at any given point in time. So, you know, it's a little bit of, I'm happy she's there, but I'm nervous that she's there. Well, a little bit of both, you know? I'm not going to comment too much on all of the things going on with the wolves versus the people with the scars that, you know, they all had scars on their face and talked about the prophet, and I don't think I said much during that scene because I was really trying to take it all in and just pay attention to everything. But still, I guess my only commentary on all of that is, yeah, Ellie and Dina are just, I feel like they will be thrust in the middle of a lot of fuckery going on, and that's all I got. Obviously, reactors who know the game and possibly know more context here would be more insightful, but that's what I got right now. I did want to give a really big shout out to Gabriel. Tommy got me a lot in this episode. So did Bella. But I was, I was expecting this episode to be emotional. I was expecting this one to make me cry. I was expecting it, people are processing their grief and everything like that. And that's not to detract from Ellie's pain, but I was really, that's the focus here. But that moment where he said, give Sarah my love, or say, ooh, oh. And it also, there was a ping in my heart when he said to Ellie, he was my brother. Stop talking about him like I didn't know him. And I knew that we were going to be diving into Tommy's grief as well. I'm not saying that I didn't know that going in, but I was still floored by his acting and just his performance of obviously grieving, obviously going through all of that, but still trying to keep this community together and still trying to look out for Ellie and all of that. Anyway, that's just, he really stood out to me in this episode. And I just wanted to say that. Ellie, I have a feeling, is going to go through a lot of different stages of grief, and it might get really complicated. I wasn't really surprised that she was cagey with Gale at all. I don't really see Ellie as the type of character to really be all for therapy, especially when something this traumatic happens. And, sometimes people have to do that. Get out certain things on their own. They have to figure out things on their own. And just when she went into the house for the first time, I had a feeling that that was going to be a bigger moment for her letting out her emotions authentically than it ever would be with a therapist. However, I will say, I don't, regardless of whether she opened up or not, or whether she lied or whatever, I don't blame them for being like, before you leave, you're talking to a therapist. I actually think it would be crazy if they didn't do that. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm I'm bracing myself. Obviously, this was a slow burn of an episode, but I think it was needed. I think it was needed. I think these more... if we just, like, launched right into whatever is going to happen in Seattle, I don't think, you know, whatever fuckery is going to happen, it will be as impactful if we don't take this sort of break, or whatever you want to call it, to, you know, put a spotlight on the grief, put a spotlight on the rebuilding, and the grief of other people who lost, you know, family members or people that they loved as well. There was a lot in this episode, but it was what I expected it to be. Pretty much. Okay. I think that's about it. I apologize that I do not have Rocco snoring in my post-episode thoughts in this reaction. You all lived. You all loved it. I'm just going to record it and then just play it while I'm talking. I'm just kidding. But I did appreciate, in the last reaction, all of the love and understanding for my dear beloved Rocco. Meant a lot. Okay, that's it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.